into this vision, and the vision just saw these roses, and they were both pink and white at the same time, which I've never seen before. But
what's going on in your world? All right, guys, as promised, the second vlogs and jogs. So, guys, you ever get surprises in your day that you didn't know you needed? My soul is a deep well of things that I'm discovering. But you ever just be like, wow, I didn't know I need that. So today, crazy story. I'm sitting at home. I've done a lot of things today. We'll backtrack to that. But today I was sitting at home, scheduling doctor's appointments, catching up on insurance, all that good jazz. And one of my friends stopped by. She was like, I just saw your car and I wanted to stop by. And listen, that blessed my heart so much. Like, I love surprises, and people are surprises, great. So she stopped by and we talked, and my heart was just like, wow, my heart's getting kind of filled right now with this. And so it was just so beautiful. Thank you, friend. And then I had another friend coming over, who were just gonna meet and like chat about some different things. We just hadn't caught up. I thought she moved, so I Instagrammed her, and she came over tonight. And guys, just when I thought it was gonna be amazing to see her, she does this. She brought me a bouquet of flowers. And I almost cried, y'all. I almost cried because I didn't know I needed a bouquet of flowers. I used to get myself fresh flowers for my room all the time. And it was just a me and God thing. And not only did she bring me a fresh bouquet, it's something that she's been doing, like, because she likes to, is just make bouquets. And so she brought me a yellow and white one, which is like joy and peace, and it brought so much light. I just felt life walk into the room. So that was like a super sweet surprise where I think, where you just remember, oh yeah, because I love flowers, like slightly obsessed, love flowers. So that was really sweet and wonderful. So thank you, friend. It was good to see you too. So that was a really sweet surprise for today. Well, I got super close to jogging today. I got my Nike jacket on. I got my shorts on. I put my socks on. I had my shoes in front of me. Then my friend showed up, and it was awesome. And then it got too late and cold. And so yesterday I thought about it. Today I got dressed for it. Tomorrow we actually will do it. I know, pray for me. I'm having a moment in my life where it is really hard to work out. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's hard. It's one of those times I need the grace of God. So yeah, well, today I got up, I woke up by like around 4:30, went and led some worship at a student chapel, which was amazing. Tuesdays is great for that. And hung out with some really cool friends. That was great. Got to hear a little message about victory in the kingdom and the gospel, and it was really good. Then I came home, ate a great lunch, did some grown-up adult things, organized some things for the week, and then my friend showed up, and it was great. I think the thing that I've been devoing over today, I'm really like I've been leaning into like humility and the humility of love and like surrendering to love. And it's kind of been like a 2-3 week process, just the humility of surrendering to being loved. And guys, honestly, there's this fire in my soul about the love of God. And I thought about this phrase this morning as I was getting dressed. I got sold out, and I'll tell you this story later, for Jesus at 13. So I've seen some really wild, cool, awesome, amazing God things happen in my life. And I have always just been a little radically radical in my heart about love and about the love of God and being loved and being pursued by God. It's kind of the heartbeat of my life is his love. And just coming into this fresh revelation of the humility of surrendering and the joy of surrendering to being loved. We can talk about that another time. It's been my meditation. But I thought about this phrase today when I was getting dressed. I thought about how when I was about 13, I'm telling you, I got radically wrecked. All I know is that I was one way, and then Jesus swept in and I came another way. I was purposeless, and then I found purpose, and I felt drawn and called, and I was just gonna go pursue the kingdom and the king, mostly the king, and just wrecked. I could tell you some crazy stories, and it's not over. And I remember being young and hearing God like a lot. Like, it was fantastic to me that we could hear God speak to us. He could communicate to us. So I'd always hear God and like share it with leaders. And well, I would get in a little bit of trouble. Not because I was saying bad things, but I just always heard God. And it kind of turned into this like, you should hide that kind of thing. And so I kind of did. And I would just release it when I sang. I wouldn't like talk because people would listen to what I was saying, not always so much when I talked. I know that sounds sad, but it's not sad. But I was thinking about this phrase today and just walking with Jesus. They used to say, like, you're so zealous without any knowledge, which was wild because I love my Bible and I read it. I love it. Like, I read it, went to Bible school, and I encountered it and I've encountered it. And so anyway, being young, and it was wild. But I thought about how much I love the Bible today, how much I'm still learning, how much I'm still gaining insight and revelation and intimacy with God. And it's been about 20 years of this. 20 years. I can confess, I haven't backslidden. We haven't walked into the wrong. But if anything, I've just fallen deeper and deeper into the gospel, into the love of God. And I had this thought this morning. This is my question to myself. Because sometimes people are like, it's hype, you like to get rowdy. And I'm like, is it still hype and just zeal after 20 years? And not to flex how long I've been rescued, honestly, to testify and to boast in God and His grace. But what settled in my spirit was something an amazing man of God said to me a long time ago. You can burn until you die. You can be completely moved by Jesus and who He is and what He's done and what He's like all your life. And guys, a resurrendering to the love of God has sparked that in me. And it's kind of dangerous because it causes me to be wildly in love. And so it's kind of been my meditation. Psalms 45, where David talks about my tongue is the pen of a ready writer reciting its verses for the king. Or other words, his tongue is filled with praises for God. And I really have been meditating on this song. A lot of people are talking about it right now. We can talk about it. I didn't say this, but I do okay at small talk. I've learned a little bit, but I really like talking about the deep things with God. And so probably in the next vlog, we're gonna talk about the new song. The song of the Lord, which I think 20 years has shaped in me. So maybe it's time to talk about it now. But I'll leave you with this. The new song is not lyrics. It's spirit. Sit on that. Zephaniah 3:17. We'll come back to it. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. Tomorrow, hopefully I jog. Pray for your girl. Pray for you. Love you guys. Do great things.